Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Amber Mashuk. Thanks for joining us for the news we've been watching for you. Senate Republicans are stepping quickly to meet competing demands of holdout GOP senators for a tax overhaul package expected to add $1 trillion to the nation's deficit over 10 years. The Republicans eye a crucial final vote Friday on the $1.4 trillion Senate bill, carrying the hopes of President Donald Trump and the Republican Party to preserve their majorities in next year's elections. Amid a whirl of meetings and dramatic votes, Thursday evening, the Senate GOP leaders rewrote the bill behind closed doors. They weighed scaling back the tax cuts in the legislation to secure crucial support. Critics have charged that such impactful legislation should be done in a bipartisan way and part of regular order in the Senate. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn pleaded guilty Friday to making false statements to the FBI, the first Trump White House official to make a guilty plea so far in a wide-ranging investigation led by Special Counsel Robert Mueller. Court documents show Flynn, an early and vocal supporter of the campaign trail of President Donald Trump, whose business dealings and foreign interactions made him a central focus of Mueller's investigation, will admit to lying about his conversations with Russia's ambassador to the United States during the transition period before Trump's inauguration. The expected guilty plea makes the retired Army Lieutenant General the first person to have actually worked in the Trump White House to face formal charges in the investigation, which is examining possible coordination between Russia and the Trump campaign to influence the outcome of the 2016 election. After months of clashes on policy and personality, President Donald Trump is considering ousting Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and replacing him with hard-nosed CIA Director Mike Pompeo following less than a year on the job, senior U.S. officials said as turmoil within Trump's national security team bursts into the open. The White House plan, which Trump has not yet signed off on, would force a major realignment early in his term, also creating a vacancy atop the CIA that officials said could be filled by Republican Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. The overhaul could produce a significant shift in both the tone and direction of the president's foreign policy, removing it from the understated former oil man whose style has never fit well with Trump's. Wall Street finished November with a broad rally that gave the Dow Jones Industrial Average its biggest gain since March and pushed it past the 24,000 mark for the first time. Other market indicators also reached milestones on Thursday. The market has been rallying this year because of a strong global economy, solid corporate profits, and, more recently, improved prospects for a tax overhaul that would benefit U.S. companies. Even with stocks at high records, experts see a so-called Santa jump. Stocks are already at record high as November comes to a close, but there may be room for more gains. Experts think strong investigator optimism, economic data, and potential tax cuts could all contribute to a Santa Claus rally in December, typically the strongest month of the year for stocks. In a legal case with profound implications for LGBT rights and religion's place on public life, the opposing sides agree on this: it's not about the cake. At its core, the case that goes before the U.S. Supreme Court for oral arguments on December 5th is a showdown between a gay couple from Colorado and a Denver area baker who in 2012 cited his Christian faith in refusing to make a cake for their wedding celebration. Jack Phillips, owner of Masterpiece Cake Shop in Lakewood, was judged through multiple phases of litigation to have violated Colorado's anti-discrimination law. Through his lawyers, he now gets to argue before the highest court in the land that he is an artist who should not be compelled to create a cake that contradicts his religious views. An earthquake has jolted the mid-Atlantic region of the East Coast, but there is no immediate reports of damage or injuries. The U.S. Geological Survey says that the 4.1 magnitude quake struck just after 4:45 p.m. Thursday and was centered about 6 miles east-northeast of Dover, Delaware. It was felt as far away as Baltimore. The quake jolted downtown Dover, sending lawmakers and workers into the State House outdoors to see what happened. Police and emergency officials did not have any immediate reports or damage of injuries. As we head into December, winter still hasn't made a lasting impact, but there are signs that may change. Here's Maya with the forecast.
Don't look for any winter weather for at least the next 5 days. We'll stay in this mid then unusual pattern for the next few days, where temperatures will be in the mid-40s. Cloudy skies will still also be the order of the day Saturday and Sunday, but we should stay dry. Rain comes back on Monday afternoon into next Tuesday. There remains data that shows that the winter weather is headed our way. It looks right now that an Arctic Clipper system will swoop down the next Thursday, bringing with it some much colder temperatures and the potential for snow showers. Still too early to determine how much snow or where it might hit, but it's something to keep an eye on, and we will do that moving into next week. That's the forecast. I'm Maya. Have a great weekend.
Week 13 of the NFL will certainly clarify the playoffs picture. Here's Jolie with sports.
If the Buffalo Bills have any hope of making the playoffs and ending a nearly 20-year playoff drought, they'll have to go through the defending Super Bowl champs. The Bills host the Patriots this Sunday, looking to preserve their slim playoff hopes. The Patriots have won 7 straight and clearly look like the top AFC team. Other Week 13 matchups have big-time playoff implications. The Red Hot Vikings take on the Falcons. The Panthers visit the Saints and Rams visit the Cardinals. Mexico girls basketball took it on the chin last night in its season opener. The Lady Tigers couldn't have asked for a tougher opponent in state-ranked West Hill. They're back in action again Monday at APW. Mexico swimming and diving head to Syracuse this afternoon after its decisive opening meet win on Wednesday. Led by a core of seniors, the Tigers look to solidify their spot on the top of the league standings. Mexico boys basketball will try and even its record tonight when it travels to Jordan Elbridge. The Tigers lost to Oswego on Tuesday despite being up 10 at halftime. And finally, Mexico wrestling heads to the prestigious Webster Tournament for matches Friday and Saturday. The Tigers wrapped their season-opening dual match to Marcellus earlier this week. That's Look at Sports. I'm Jolie. Have a great weekend.
That's all for us today. We hope you have a great weekend. I'm Amber.